So, Cult of Dusty, Jeff Holiday, uh, Mundane Matt, David Sharat, as soon as it came out that this guy had possible connections to white supremacists, uh, they immediately jumped on this to virtue signal, to bitch out the Kumite, to bitch out Andy Worski, and to say like, oh, see, this is what happens when you host people from the alt right and you don't challenge their ideas, right? And they're all like, oh, just they were gleeful. They were almost happy that these children died, right? So then they could just stick it to Andy Worski and Tatanka, just be like, see, this is what you get. You get all these viewers, and we're losing all of our fan base, and everybody hates us and constantly insults us. But hey, when this comes around, we're going to use it for our own narrative to bitch at these people that we don't like. And then it comes out that it's false. And now they're all like, oh, how could the alt-right lie about this? They're just as bad as ISIS. They're terrible people. And now they're just bitching about the fact that the alt-right lied. And now they're mad that they got caught. And Jeff Holiday deleted his tweets. And Matt Jarbo or Mundane Matt is still arguing that, you know, he shouldn't be hosting people from the alt-right. And a lot of people seem to be mad that Tonka isn't political, or they're trying to like set him somewhere politically. Somewhere, it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, I don't know his political viewpoints myself. You know, if he has common sense, he's going to be considered on the right. But that's pretty much everybody nowadays. If you're for like not if you're not for open borders, if you're not a complete fucking cuck like David Sharat, Jeff Holiday, all these people, then you're on the right to them. So it doesn't really matter, and he doesn't speak about things. He doesn't speak about political issues, and it's just a show where people can argue, and you can have your criticisms, sorry, about it and whatnot. You have your freedom of speech to do that, but most of these people are just mad that this guy exploded, came out of nowhere, and now a lot of people like him as opposed to these guys who have been on the platform for years, right? And now they're getting a lot of hate, and all these guys are buddy with David Sharat now, like these hardcore SJWs, and it's just funny how these people are just falling, you know. And I don't see any of these people ever like turning the other cheek, or not turning the other cheek, but like turning away from their demise that they are pretty much imposing upon themselves, because they're all emotional. They don't want to change with the times. They want to focus on making like SJW videos, and they want to focus on things that nobody really cares about anymore. And that's what happens. Some people just get left with the times. And it's like, I was watching, if you've ever heard of this guy called G-Man, like when I used to watch The Amazing Atheist and stuff, and he used to have him on, the Drunken Peasants, and they would debate about Christianity and stuff. And it's like, I saw a video he recently released, and he's still arguing with atheists about like stupid shit in his video, making response videos to questions and arguments atheists make. And it's like, I just felt so sad for the guy, honestly. I was just like, man, like nobody gives a shit. He had like a ton of dislikes, and I'm just like, I honestly felt really bad. And this is what's going to happen to Jeff Holiday, Cult of Dusty, David Sharat. Over time, they're just going to be an echo of once they once were, and they're going to be bitching online. They're going to be bitter and mad. And I hate this whole premise they're coming up with that, if you host these people, you're promoting violence, you're doing this, you're doing that. And it's like, really? Are you serious? If anything, it's exposing their ideology. You want people to talk. It's like, ask these people. It's like, hey, do you want an Islamist to get a microphone and allow him to speak? And for everybody here, all these people would be like, yeah, of course. Of course I want that. Because then people would be like, holy shit, this guy believes some pretty crazy shit. Maybe Islam isn't a religion of peace. But when it comes to these people, they're like, no, no, no. They need to be censored. And if you host them, that means that you are responsible for pretty much every death that happens in the future that is tied with white supremacy, which is nonsense, right? Like, if I host an Islamist, I made this point in a different video, but if I host an Islamist on my show, does that mean I'm responsible for the next terrorist attack that ISIS commits? No. Would you say that? No. But you're just mad, and you're looking for a way to smear people that you don't like. And I don't know the life expectancy of bloodsports and whatnot, but hey, it entertains people in the meantime, and eventually maybe somebody will come out with a slightly modified version of it that's a little bit better. Then people will go to that, and then, something new will come along. But, you got to change with the times. You got to be, you got to mold with the new trends. And it's not necessarily giving up your principles and giving up anything like that, but some arguments, some discussions have been won already. The whole atheist religious debate thing, like, if anybody really has been an atheist for a while, it's kind of like, there's very little that can convince you that Christianity or all these other different religions are true unless you yourself have religious experience, right? So you move on to other topics, and people are discussing the SJW and feminism and these types of ideology. Then we've all kind of understand, like, okay, yeah, these are bad. These people are stupid. They constantly do stupid shit. So now people move on to different topics. So I don't know. These people, they're also a part of the left, and as soon as they speak to the alt-right, and because they've pushed this narrative, now they're guilt is guilt by association, right? So when you operate under these types of guidelines, you can't really evolve. You can't progress because you have such a strict guideline you're trying to follow. And it's like, just talk to people. You're not contributing to anybody's death unless you're like actively calling and asking people to be killed. Because to say that exposing somebody's ideology and letting them speak is you contributing to the next terrorist attack is just insane. And if they think about it for a second, they'll realize it themselves. But they probably do realize it. Obviously they do. David Sherratt, like Cult of Dusty, these people aren't stupid, right? But they know the majority of their fans are stupid. So they'll push their narrative, they'll push their that, and their fans will eat it up. But that's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.